This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. All right. So, and don't forget to smash that like button. It's very important. Okay. I got to say that again. All right. So we got Ashanti Daily. Shout out to them. They go through a thread. I didn't know how many times Irv Gotti really did Ashanti bad, and this is why he's so bitter. He's such a bitter guy. He used her as a pawn, just like other people at his label tried to push Murder Inc. And the other garbage artists that were under them, I'm not going to point out any names, but, you know, the main show was Ashanti and Ja Rule. You could say Vita a little bit. You know, that was basically it. You had a couple other artists in there, but it was really the Irv Gotti, Ja Rule, and Ashanti show. Okay, they tried to mix in some other people. It didn't really work out so well. Okay, Ashanti. So basically, let's start off with Ashanti wrote background vocals. She wrote and did the background vocal on "Ain't It Funny" remix for J-Lo. Got no credit from Irv Gotti. Also, her background vocal "I'm Real" remix as well. And wanted to give Rescue, What's Love, and Always on Time to J-Lo as well. But guess what? Irv Gotti did what's best for Irv Gotti, okay? And he did her dirty. Also, J-Lo and Ashanti are cool. And, like, really, Ashanti, you know, J-Lo didn't know all the stuff that was going on. J-Lo doesn't even mess with Irv anymore either, because as soon as J-Lo wasn't showing as much love to Irv, he said F J-Lo, and he says he regretted that on the Drink Champs. He said, you know, I shouldn't have said that, and, you know, I really made her mad, and I ruined a great relationship. Irv's very emotional, and Irv burns a lot. You could see why 50 Cent despised Irv Gotti. 2002, instead of getting, because Irv Gotti shouldn't have teamed up with Supreme to go against 50 Cent. That wasn't his fight. 2002, instead of getting a fourth music video, which could have been Movies, Leaving, or Rescue, Irv gives us Baby remix video to push Irv Gotti Presents the remix album. Did Irv Gotti need to drop a Irv Gotti Presents the remix album? Showcases artists who never got released. The song had no new verse, lyrics from Ashanti. Next up, end of 2002, Fabulous shared with BET that Ashanti was his favorite new artist in 2002 and really wanted to work with Ashanti. The two did a collab, Into You. In early 2003, Irv said no to doing the music video because he didn't get to produce the track. He was bitter. If it doesn't involve Irv Gotti or putting his hands on something, he said no. The song peaks at number 4 with the Ashanti version. Instead of looking for an alternate replacement, they revert back to the original singer, Tamia. Wow, I didn't even know that. Wow. Irv Gotti is a selfish guy. He's a piece of garbage. Ashanti releases Chapter 2, which Irv puts a bunch of unnecessary skits on his own, such as Shanny's World, intro, outro, What They Gonna Say, Sugar Shack, Black Child skit, which disrupts the whole entire vibe of the album. And basically introduce all the artists that he wants to put on. Instead of releasing like a Murder Inc. collab album or something to introduce everybody, he used Ashanti's album, which is her own personal art. G-Unit vs. Murder Inc. beef is now in place. Ashanti's guilty by association. RWO and ROM being top 10 singles, Gotti pushes back a third single release and has Ashanti release a remix to ROM to promote Ja Rule and Charlie Baltimore to try to get them back in the spotlight, using Ashanti as a pawn. Ashanti, Beyonce, and Alicia Keys were all supposed to go on tour together around this time. And remember, this is Beyonce becoming just solo Beyonce at this time. So they were all kind of like, you know, in competition with each other at this time. You know, they were just not even really competition. They were girls trying to come together, but they were all thriving at this time at the same pace. Irv said it wasn't worth it because they were in competition and not Murder Inc. Missy and Tamia then joined the tour instead of Ashanti. Wow. Ashanti announces 106 in Park she wants to release Breakup 2 Makeup. Irv scraps the original and has Ashanti remix the song, hoping it brings spotlight to Black Child on the song. She was a team player, but really Irv Gotti was selfish and holding her career back. IG definitely caught that R&B is only hope. He uses Ashanti to do a duet with Lloyd to debut Southside, which is a success. We'll give him props on this. Ashanti's Concrete Rose album comes out in December 2004. Only You as the debut single. Only You is the only single for 7 months until Don't Let Them. So he just kind of let it ride out. He wasn't really worried about her album or anything. The late release of Don't Let Them was allegedly due to the Ink parting ways with Def Jam. Fans were upset. They wanted a video for Don't Leave Me Alone on Focus. Kind of strange because Rule album got 3 videos and did less units. Wow. Ashanti endorsements got pulled because she was associated with a label that was under FBI investigation. Ashanti released the last album with Def Jam called Collectibles, which she is not fond of at all. The song filled with unreleased songs that didn't make the last 3 albums and a bunch of unnecessary remixes to promote Ink artists because they dropped the murder. Still on the lead single, Gotti swears she didn't want to throw out the M's anymore, but she still managed to do so for the lead single that went into 2006. Def Jam to Universal. Ashanti's only release that year, film release, was John Tucker Must Die. So Irv Gotti talking about she ran like a roach and everything and, didn't stick by his side. No, she left him and went with Nelly, but was still cooperating with the label for business. Irv Gotti made it personal. Irv Gotti is garbage. Okay, he's a garbage person. I feel really bad for Ashanti. She could have been a way bigger artist than she was, and I'm glad that this is getting exposed now. Irv Gotti did himself in by talking too much on these interviews, and I hope that Ashanti gets a documentary surviving Irv Gotti. She should. Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button. Hope you guys have a great night tonight. Don't let anybody hold you back. Don't be afraid to say no and set boundaries with people for your own good. You have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else. Focus on yourself and don't feel ashamed of it. I appreciate you guys. And this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Have a great night. Peace.